Hi guys, so yeah, I've got the 168, which is on a few issues at the moment. When I power it on, or connect the battery in, it'd be nice if I play on some of this. Yeah, first issue is that, well, steering does seem okay at the moment, but when I use it for a short while with a fully charged battery, it seems to go into power saving mode. So typically it's not doing it now, but yeah, last few times I've used this, the steering servo seems to start clicking in one thing or another, and the as soon as you use it for just a couple of minutes, the lights start flashing, sort of going dim and bright, which suggests that the battery's flat. Even with a fully charged battery, you put the battery in another RC, and that RC will run for a good 40 minutes. So I'm thinking that the likely thing is that it's got a sort of slightly suspect ESC in it. There you go, we've got steering. So I don't know if that's the steering servo or it's just sort of jittering with power. There we go, starting there. Let's see if I can hang it down slightly. So yeah, that battery is essentially fully charged. So I think I'm going to start with trying to change the ESC. I've got an injura one kicking around here somewhere. Yeah, I've got a 20 amp little injura one. I'm going to throw that in. I believe happily that it's got a standalone receiver in here. So I've not tried the Enduro ESC yet, but we can try and see if it performs any better. So I've changed the camera angle and we'll go from there. Alright, we're back. To give the workbench, it's always going to be a mess. So yeah, if we turn it off and on again, apparently we've got full power. So there's definitely something going on there somewhere. So, turn it all off. Or maybe bins, we've got the Joker on Scooby-Doo, it's a bit of a mystery. And yeah, I'm a dad joke, so I am a dad, so the dad jokes will get worse, unfortunately. Actually, there's an awful lot that holds these on underneath, I think. Oh, we're recording? Yep, we're recording, that's good. Put those over to the side where I can knock them over and never find them again. That seems to be about my style. How's that for easy, guys and girls? There has to be a way that goes through. There we go. That's that through. So that's how easy it is to remove a body from an MN168 and chuck Scooby out the window. That makes life a lot easier. Let's see what we're working with. So that goes to the motor. So that one's for channel 3 and that's for your auxiliary lights. And we have the power switch and the motor. Let's see what we get there. Yes, I've not used any of these Injura ESCs yet, so I'm kind of looking forward to trying it. I mean, it's Injura, and Injura seem to be pretty good at whatever they do at the moment, so okay, so we have some sticky pads. We have the ESC. Oh, that's cute. So that one's your motor. That one's your battery. And that's also your power in. Question is, where do I want to mount it? So it'd happily go in where the original one was, but you got the power switch. So yeah, okay. Let me give that a little bit of thought for a moment. So yeah, in the Injura ESC box, you get an instruction guide, and then you get your leads. So with the leads, I guess that converts with the switch or something. And we have a little extension lead there. I see, so that would convert that lead. Potentially. Okay, so it gives you plenty of options. That's your battery lead. It'd be actually quite nice to get rid of that switch underneath there, because I originally didn't think that would be much of an issue, but it does seem to turn them on and off sometimes. So that's your motor wire. Now the only thing I might have to do, make up a connector for the battery, unless I happen to have one somewhere around, which is possible. Hold that thought. Okay, so I'm going to have to put an end on that, which will fit somewhere, but I do have a spare battery. So we go from the motor. It is nice that they give you lots of options for different connectors, so it's as plug and play as possible. But obviously when you connect these up, try to make sure that you've got the continuity right, so black black, red red sort of thing. I'll go in with the motor. So this kind of extension lead, stroke link lead, I go into the ESC. So your white is your signal, black's earth, red's live, so the white goes to the S. Some of these have like a little tab on the side which makes them one directional, some don't. So just have to fix that out for the battery now. So that is a nice small ESC. The only thing I need to try and figure out is if that's the power switch, where I'm going to mount it so I can actually get to it. That might actually kind of get it mounted on the underside of the body. Do we have some there? Good frame. there is where that's looking like. I'll just pause you guys while I do a bit of figuring out, and then I'll bring you back. Alright, so after a little rummaging, I found all sorts of stuff that I forgot I had. But anyway, I managed to find a little extension lead. So I've got a box of those from various links. Again, it's another alley sort of Amazon type of thing. And that'll extend that wire to comfortably get to the ESC there. Yeah. So white will go to that side. So the motor wire just about fits, and do something different with the power wire now, haven't I? So the only connector that I've got to adapt, I don't think I've got any of the servo type ones. Again, this is great for video. But anyway, with your Jazz T type connectors and all that kind of stuff, you can get a kit such as this, and then things like your battery leads to adapt them and that. You can get your JST SM plug connectors, and then you can convert 2-pin to 3-pin to 4-pin, all that kind of stuff. The other one is your JST XH connectors, which are like the ones that plug in here, there, here kind of thing. And then I think this was about £10–15 for the kit. Might be a bit more, maybe 20, but no, certainly no more. And then you get your crimp tool, and basically you get your little crimps, put your wire in, squeeze it, job done, put it in the connector plug, and nice and easy. I'll just do that and see if I can remember how to do it, and then get you back. So just trim the wire, and you need to trim a little bit. If you don't have, I mean, these are cheap as anything. You can always use some side cutters and gently with some nail clippers, anything just to get rid of the protective plastic coating. I just twist the wires to make them a bit easier to get in, and the fiddliest bit is just trying to get the wire in there. Yeah, I always have a few of these spare to hand. I mean, sometimes it's easier to orientate it right. I mean, it's just trial and error of these when you first get a set of these. So I'll just squeeze that in there slightly. Is there a way of doing this? And then push your cable through, and then clamp it up. And then we need to figure out which wire needs to go where. So want the red on the left hand side. And then there's a very tiny little sort of towel on that. And then on this side you've got like a slight recess. And then that just slots into it, clicks, hopefully. And the same on this side. Slots into it, clicks. If it doesn't click in, then you might need to just push it home a little bit with a pin or something. But it does actually feel like these have clicked home, which now should mean that that adapter clips in. And with any luck we should have some kind of continuity. And the easiest way to test this is just to plug the battery in. Obviously make sure you've got the polarity right and your head isn't in shot. And try and remember where you put the battery. Got plenty of room to run the battery at the front now. This is where it jumps off the bench. We have life. So it seems happy other than the fact that the polarity is reversed, so I might need to switch some other wires around. Power off. Power on. I do think that servo is no good. Well, that seems happy, doesn't it? So it's just a case of running the wires nice and tidy and putting the lid back on now, plugging in the lights. But I'm going to change that servo first. So that just so happens I've got this GS Power digital servo. Can't remember what. It's supposed to be a 21 gram. Don't know if they're any good, not tried them yet, but it's got to be better than that one. And I would imagine that if I turn the power off and disconnect the battery, could be a good place to start. So after all, we don't want it shooting off, do we? So just unplug that for the moment. Unplug the motor for the moment. It's coming out there. If you're ever unsure what channel's what, 1 to turn, 2 to burn. So 1 turns, 2 is forward and back. Let's separate it out. There. These 2 screws. Hopefully you're getting it. Hopefully I'm recording. recording. This is good. So that's the servo out. Yeah, I don't actually need a lot of wire there, do I? Just put that in place. And sure. Plug that in channel 1. Sorry about the line, that's the best I can do at the moment. That's in channel 1. Bring this back over here just for power. Because we have to center the servo. I won't connect the motor for the moment because then at least that won't shoot off anyway. Turn controller on, turn the ESC on. Battery. Turn the ESC on. So centered up, it's turning in the right direction, which is nice. Now I have to find a screw to fit that. We should be back. Okay, so the screw for that was in the packet. I had to find a little screw. It's probably like M1.5 or something. But because we're going metal into metal, we want a tiny bit of thread lock. Because otherwise it will just work its way loose with the vibrations and things. And might help if I at least it won't come loose with the vibrations now. Nip that relatively tight, but not tight enough to strip the threads or anything. So, I think that's the max steering angle that I'm going to get before I stress things too much. So I think if I get any more problems with electronics now, it's the receiver, but I don't think it is. Battery out. Recording, yes. Spare. can pull it up. Yeah, if I can get my head in the way too much. Side. So there's some clips in here which I'm just using to tuck the wires out of the way of the drive shafts. These ones at the back I'll just kind of trap in the back there. And we should be pretty much golden, I think. Okay, so I'm going to have to just notch a little bit out of that so that clears. So amazingly, the suspension doesn't interfere with any wires down there. They seem happy enough that they're trapped in enough that they're not going anywhere. And it took me a week to tidy up in it. So I've got to trim a bit more out to get to the power switch. Let's try again, shall we? So, trapping the wire under there. The wires are clear of the drive shaft. Nothing's found in the suspension. I think I'm happy enough with that for now. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I won't deny it's close. But there's nothing interfering with the wires at all. So, because if I can help it, I don't like hacking up the body on these too much. Like I don't like hacking up the battery tray and all that kind of stuff. And with the ESC being upside down, when I inevitably give it a bath at some point and drive it for a lake or something stupid, the water should drain straight out the electrical contacts of the ESC. and yeah, but yeah, I think that's hopefully it. Remember that the power buttons that we still have the lights. And the ultimate test of any crawler is, can it crawl over your hand? It does seem to have reasonable modulation. The motor is actually silent. None of that sort of whining going on. I don't know if it has a drag brake. It's not seeming to have a drag brake at the moment, but RTFM, read the manual. Features waterproof, fully design. After immersion, properly clean and dry the ECSC or ESC. Heat dissipation, low speed performance, drag brake providing a unique driving experience, multiple protection, ESC. So, yes, it has a drag brake, I think. So yeah, I just need to look in how to set that up, but yeah, time will tell how I get on with that one, but at least it's working now, and not showing me a flat battery after a few seconds. Still seems to have plenty of power. Yeah, got a little upgrade to the MN168. Hope you enjoyed watching. Hopefully it was mildly informative, and please like, comment and subscribe. If there's anything that you'd have done different, probably tidy up the wires better, please put it in the comments, and thanks again for watching. Bye for now.